pretty cool. It's the Betty White Challenge. Today would have been her 100th birthday. In honor of that, they started this campaign around the country to give back to shelters and help people out and donate money and help these shelters out and the volunteers and everything. It's a really cool thing. So we needed to bring in the show now Angela Chapman, the director of New Leash on Life in Lebanon, one of our favorite places. Angela, good morning. Thanks for doing this.
Thanks so much, and thanks for highlighting Betty White's special day, too. This is awesome.
Absolutely. All right. You get word that came out, Betty White was such an advocate for shelters and adoption and everything. All right. You get the groundswell, and then it goes and it goes and it goes. How did you guys hear about all this, and what's it been like? I know it's today, but what's it been like the build up for today?
So the irony is I personally had already gotten tickets to go see the Betty White special for her 100th birthday. So she was already on my radar before this happened. And then, of course, the devastating news of losing her so early. And then from there, just, animal lovers across the country and the world, I'm sure, just kept pointing out what a big animal advocate she was. And I don't know who started the hashtag Betty White Challenge, but it just started going. And it was, all of a sudden it's not just an idea, it's a movement, and let's do this.
I think it's a great thing for all the shelters around. It's what I like about you, Angela, is that you had no idea how it was. I showed up one day and I said, we're going to do the Pet of the Week for this new show we're doing. And you were so gracious. And at the very end, I don't know if you remember this or not, you handed me a pamphlet of about, on both sides, of about 50 rescue organizations and shelters in Middle Tennessee to say, hey, they need help too as well. And so that always stood out to me, the fact that you were thinking of others, not only about where you are, New Leash on Life, but at other places as well. So I really appreciated you doing that.
Thank you. I feel like that's the way that we can all really help, because whether my organization has what you need or not, if we all know each other and work together, we're going to figure out a way to help more if we can combine our efforts.
Oh, I totally agree. All right, so we're going to put your Facebook page up right now. What do you need? What would you like to see today from people as far as with the Betty White Challenge for your shelter?
For us personally, of course, donations are always important. A few things that we've also noted besides financial contributions are socks, because we make these things called rice babies that we put in the microwave to keep, that we use to keep the animals warm when they're waking up from surgery after spay or neuter. And so we're low on socks for rice babies. We've also mentioned our pet food pantry, because we get great donations, but we've noticed right now we're low on grain-free dog food and small bites dog food and cat food. Those are the things that we just don't have as much of as we'd like to have to kind of keep us going for people in need. So those are the two biggies that we've mentioned other than financial contributions. And then the other things would be, share our posts and, share our adoptables. And if you have a friend or family member that needs their pet fixed, let them know about our services. So yes, partially it's, please donate. And the other parts are, how else can we be, good stewards in the community to support animal welfare?
I'm going to ask a really dumb question right here. Would you like to see this thing continue each and every year?
It would be amazing. Everybody, I think about, unfortunately, things like 9/11, like that, it's unforgettable. And we try so hard to do things to make it, to impact the community in better ways on that day. So what about doing something so amazing as honoring Betty White every year and the work that she did her entire life to advocate for animals? And to me, the movement would be great, because I think it's something that, would... I don't know. It's hard to verbalize, because I initially was like, are we going to do this? Is this going to happen? And now that it's here and there is so much traction, I can't imagine it not happening every year.
Is the movie still going on?
It is. I haven't gotten a cancellation notice. I will be at the Opry Mills at 1:00 today to watch it. And I'm curious if they're going to change it and make it about the Betty White Challenge, but I haven't gotten any updates about that.
That's fantastic. Off of that, the shelter, I know we came out a few weeks ago and you had, just touched my heart. You had a mom and dad and they had 9 kids found in a grocery market parking lot somewhere, Nestle and the family. I understand everybody's been adopted.
Yes, Nestle and Dot were actually adopted together. Yay. And the family that got them have already sent us updates of how much they love them, and their vet's office have already called us to get updated records. The puppies usually go much easier than the parents. And this is one of those times when the parents went before, like 4 of the puppies that we had not found homes for yet.
Oh, that's fantastic. And you guys came out for our Santa Paws that day, and that was a rousing success. And we're so honored you guys showed up that day, because it was really good overall, but it was so good to see you guys. And there were several adoptions there that day.
And that was also a great day for us, not only for our adoptables, but we had some new volunteers that had moved to the area, and that was their first time volunteering with us. And now they've stayed with us because they got to see, what impact that their volunteer time could take. So it was really great for all of us involved.
Oh, that is so cool. So cool. All right. So today, if somebody wants to help out with your shelter specifically, let's talk about New Leash on Life in Lebanon. Can they call? Can they go to the Facebook page? What's the easiest way for somebody to help out with you guys on this special day?
So the irony is, between the weather and our normal schedule, we don't have a lot of staff at the shelter today, but we do have a few people there. So if somebody wants to drop by and make a donation, they're welcome to do that. If they want to give online today, that's the best option, but we certainly don't want to turn anybody away at the shelter. So yes, giving online through our Facebook link or through our website, either one works, or again, they can drop by the shelter if that's their best option.
It's also funny with talking to you the past couple of months is that I get really angry at people that drop off their pets, and I was talking to you one day, I was like, this makes me mad. And you were talking about, you know what? Yeah, it makes us mad too. But at the same time, we get to see a lot of great people come in here and make these pets part of their lives. I love the way that you see it not what the glass half full, and I see it half full, whatever it is.
Yes, because I try to also think about the person's situation. Again, it's never easy when those things happen, but I try to think about the other side of it. And I think just giving people grace, because we can't always understand what they're going through. But also, when we do adopt out animals and sometimes they don't want to go to the car with the human, I think it's also great for them to see how much the animals love our staff, and you can tell how much people care. And so it kind of all goes full circle. We don't want them to give the animal in, and then we don't want it to go sometimes. So
I know, but you guys, Angela, you guys do such a great job, and I get updates from your staff all the time, especially about Nestle and the family, and that really made a very special. I know I'm weird, but it made a very special Christmas for myself, knowing that all these animals, these puppy dogs, and that family all found homes. It really made me feel good.
Well, and that was one of the reasons in the picture you guys see out there on our Facebook, you see Buster, is because he was one of ours that was with us so long. He was with us over a year, and he found the truly perfect home for him. And so he was one for anybody that's followed our page to be like, oh yeah, he's one of the reasons things like this Betty White Challenge help us, because the ones that go home in a week or the ones that are with us for a year, either way, when you're helping us, you're helping each one of those animals.
Beautiful. That's so beautiful. Angela, thank you so much. I always appreciate your time and your commitment to the welfare of these animals and your beautiful staff. Thank you. And I'm going to try to get out there this week and see you guys. So thank you again.
Hashtag Betty White Challenge.
Got it. Angela, thank you very much. Angela Chapman, Director of New Leash on Life. Their website, newleashonline.org. Newleashonline.org.